this is possibly my favorite one today. We already covered the iPhone 15 Pro had a weird overheating issue that Apple said was due to some third-party apps like Instagram. And they also said that there was some things they could do themselves to fix it a little bit as well. Well, to follow that up, some people are reporting that when they plug their iPhone into a charger, like charging dock or like a power bank, that their iPhone is dead when they come back to grab it, which is very weird. Until you remember, this is the first year that the iPhone has reverse charging to charge smaller Apple devices like the Apple Watch, like your AirPods. The iPhone is capable of sending power to those devices now. Well, it turns out that when plugged into a power bank, like a Type-C power bank, what'll happen is the iPhone, if you're plugged into the charging banks, like charging Type-C, some power banks, like some from Anchor for sure, you can charge via Type-C, and you can also get power from that same port. What is happening here is the iPhone are connecting their thing to an Anchor power bank, iPhone to Anchor power bank, and the power bank is, for whatever reason, being overwritten, and the iPhone is charging that and running the iPhone out of battery, which is absolutely wild to think that's what's happening. And it's Apple doesn't flunder very many things, but clearly Type-C is something they would have needed more time for. I think what we're really seeing here, to be completely honest, is Apple was never planning on going to Type-C. I think this is what this really shows, because it would have been more perfected, or more, these little things like this would have been kind of ironed out ahead of time. Instead, they kind of aren't, which makes me think they were hoping to go from Lightning, get wireless charging up to a point where they thought they could switch to it and just get rid of ports. That's kind of what this tells me, and it'd be hard to argue anything else. Now, this is obviously unexpected behavior, and I think the finger's just pointed at Apple here. I don't really think there's anyone else to point it at, and with that, we'll just have to wait and see until Apple fixes this, because no other devices do this, so you can't really point it at Anchor. It's just Apple's first time on Type-C.